Ryan Garcia has said he is done having easy fights. Garcia passed on the opportunity to battle Mercito Gesta in a stay-busy fight. His own promoter, Oscar De La Hoya, has claimed that foregoing the fight with Gesta was a mistake, but Garcia doesn't care. Find out who has Garcia's attention. Also, Liam Wilson prepares to fight with a US superstar. Who prepares him for his next fight? Watch this video for full details. First up, Aussie Liam Wilson to throw down with US superstar as big plans revealed for world title shot. Liam Wilson of Australia is gearing up for his bout with superstar Gervonta Davis as part of a massive US training camp where he has also teamed up with one of the country's best combat trainers. Already one of the rising stars of Australian boxing, 26-year-old Wilson's bout with Mexican Emmanuel Navarrete for the WBO Super Featherweight Championship was formally announced to take place on February 4th in Arizona after Tim Tszyu attempts to unify the super welterweight division in Las Vegas on a program on which Wilson himself was originally scheduled to compete. A new contest is set to happen. The contest, which is scheduled for a week, has the potential to crown 2 new world champions for Australia to begin the new year. The Queenslander said he would be sparring with past champions Lamont Roach and Austin Trout in the coming weeks while speaking with Fox Sports Australia from his current home in Washington, D.C. The Caboolture product has received fantastic sparring opportunities as a result of his choice to hunker down at the renowned Headbangers boxing gym in Washington, which renowned U.S. fight instructor Barry Hunter heads. Along with working with fighters like Lamont Peterson, Adrian Bronner, Shakur Stevenson, and Errol Spence, Hunter is also a co-trainer for boxing superstar Davis and a prominent British fighter named Isaac Dogbo. Wilson's former world title opponent, Navarrete, was a fighter under Hunter's tutelage. Dogbo lost both world title battles, but because of his endurance and Hunter's clear skill, Team Wilson hired the Headbangers team to collaborate with them and come up with a strategy to defeat the Mexican 2-division champion known for his unorthodox fighting style. Wilson remarked from his hotel in Washington that obviously Isaac and Barry know precisely what he's up against, and that they've taken the initiative to assist Wilson in getting ready. His trainer Benny Harrington is also present, and the three of them are collaborating to develop a strategy for the battle. They all chat before and throughout the exercise, and Wilson always listens. The gentlemen have been educating them on what to anticipate, how to defeat Navarrete, and what he brings to the fight. Additionally, because their training sessions go for more than 3 hours, they usually cover a lot of ground. Wilson also stated that he plans to spar with 3-division champion Davis, who will be competing on January 7th, before a highly anticipated mega fight with Ryan Garcia. According to Wilson, Gervonta Davis was rumored to visit his location before his fight in January, with Lamont Roach also reportedly arriving, which Wilson says is great. Wilson added that every day fresh combatants enter the gym, and it will be interesting to see who enters through the doors. The Australian responded when asked how he intended to get ready for Navarrete's distinctive and unexpected approach, where he said one is never going to find someone with his style. Wilson said he's practicing today to introduce a fresh opponent every round when they're sparring, so he switches between them every round, so it might be an orthodox fighter, a southpaw, a tall fighter, a lesser man, or someone wild. He said by doing so, he has something new to deal with. He added that some men are strong or quick, while some, like Navarrete, can deliver uppercuts from the floor. Wilson said his time training at Headbangers Gym and learning from Coach Hunter was unlike anything he had ever encountered before in his breakout career. The fighter said that a workout at home normally takes him 90 minutes, which he considers hard work. Wilson narrated his workout routine, said he had just finished an almost 3-hour workout over there and does that daily. By the end of the training, he will be well established. He added that before the current training camp, he attended 12 training camps and assumed they were all training camps. However, now that he got there, he realized a new way to prepare. Wilson's battle against the world champion marks a significant advancement from his original fight against Archie Sharp on the undercard of Tszyu's contest with Jermell Charlo. The WBO Super Featherweight Championship came vacant after American phenom Shakur Stevenson failed to make weight for his victory over Robson Canseco in September. Navarrete was previously scheduled to face Oscar Valdez for the title, but after Valdez hurt himself while working out, Wilson, the number 3 contender, got a significant break. Up next, Ryan Garcia, under criticism, focuses solely on Gervonta Davis. Ryan Garcia anticipated the fallout, even in a busy bout against against Mercito Hesta, he had a lot of support from his fans who were excited to see him return to the ring. Garcia's following opponent, Gervonta Tank Davis, exploited his choice to forgo a tune-up as an opening to falsely accuse Garcia of taking performance-enhancing drugs. Garcia's decision to pass on a bout with Hesta was referred to as, quote, a tremendous error by his own promoter, Oscar De La Hoya. Garcia knew, and he was unconcerned, he only desires Davis. Garcia claims that there was no moment of revelation. He responds, quote, exactly what I want to do. Having engaged in combat twice in 2022, he is unconcerned with being nimble. Considering that two of his previous three opponents, Luke Campbell and Javier Fortuna, were left-handed, he is not worried about being prepared for a southpaw. He also won't pass up the seven-figure salary. Garcia claims that it's not about the money for him, he's just not interested in simple fights. Without a doubt, a fight with Hesta would have been simple. He would have been praised for being a two-time contender for the title, a cunning southpaw, and a re-energized fighter coming off a career-best triumph. He wasn't, though. Hesta, who was 35, would have had to remain on his feet until Garcia knocked him down. According to Garcia, he could have fought anyone, earned a respectable sum of money, won and maintained the hype, but greatness is what it's all about for him. He's put a lot of effort into getting there and fought his entire life for everything. Garcia said he had done everything he could to get to the position where he could organize a mega fight, including some excellent self-promotion. Garcia acknowledges that there have been instances recently when he doubted that the Davis battle would take place. One of the biggest battles in boxing was Davis-Garcia. It may be the most commercially viable in Los Angeles, Atlanta, and New York. Davis has sold out venues. Garcia can pull seven-figure gates because of his 9 million plus Instagram followers. They can both punch hard. When adequately promoted, Davis-Garcia can bring in at least 500,000 pay-per-view purchases. Of course, in boxing, that frequently is irrelevant. There were various challenges for Davis-Garcia. Different promoters each represented one of them. They appeared on several networks. Both parties had other options if negotiations failed. When he approached him, Garcia once requested De La Hoya to work on getting into a bout with Teofimo Lopez. Due mainly to Garcia's refusal to permit them, they didn't. He publicly advocated for the conflict. In secret, he encouraged his management and promoter to create a deal. According to Garcia, he wasn't a money ghoul. Regarding A-side, B-side matters, Garcia claims he readily accepted whatever was put forth. Garcia asserts, quote, where there is a will, there is a way. He supposed his will was that powerful. He said sometimes one just has to acknowledge that something is true and say yes to everything, and he did that. He agreed to everything and ensured he wouldn't give them a reason not to start a fight. Garcia has a respectable resume. He let Campbell go, might have also defeated former 130-pound champion Fortuna, but he is aware that Davis is on a different plane. He has more skills than many people give him credit for and wields power with both hands. Additionally, Davis will be able to compete at a more comfortable weight for him, a contractually agreed catch weight of 136 pounds. Garcia claims that he is now a capable 140-pound boxer. The only opponent he was willing to come back down for was Davis. Up next, Garcia declares, quote, I'm going to face discipline. When we enter the ring, I anticipate being on fire. Since he desires it badly, Garcia claims that the Davis battle, quote, means everything. He had no interest in practicing for a different opponent because of this. Garcia claims that this is the stuff of legends and that there will be a lot of anticipation before the bout. According to Garcia, everyone will be discussing it. Boxing rarely produces matches that have broad mass appeal and push past the boxing bubble into the mainstream. This is one. Garcia says it is his dream to be the world's finest fighter, compete against the best, put on amazing fights, and inspire people around the globe with the truth. And he believes that he'll have the voice after the fight. He believes that defeating Tank will help him achieve his goal. Garcia will be present when Davis fights Hector Luis Garcia on January 7th. He might even go. Hector Garcia is a seasoned champion at 130 pounds. Ryan, meanwhile, seems unconcerned about an upset. Garcia explains that he's just not on Tank's level. Garcia declares that he will be Davis's strongest supporter that evening. Garcia said he wants Tank to knock him out completely because that would make their fight even more intriguing. Indeed, Garcia is aware that he can contribute to the promotion. He might agree to face Hesta, spend weeks talking about someone else instead of Hesta, and then flatten Hesta to send a message fit for a highlight reel. Simply put, he couldn't concentrate on one opponent when his thoughts were firmly fixed on another. Garcia added he truly wants to concentrate on the battle that matters, and Tank's fight is the only one he cares about. And there you have it on Ryan Garcia places sole focus on Gervonta Davis in the face of Backlash, and Liam Wilson's preparation ahead of his match. Let us know what you think in the comments section. Do not forget to like this video and subscribe to this channel. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next video. Bye.